All right, ladies and gentlemen, what we have for you is the stock FCEL. This is one of the more popular stocks over the past couple days. It's been going on a tear. It's starting to pull back. Everybody's kind of on the fence. Is it going to go higher? Is it going to go lower? What's it going to do? So in today's video, I'm really here to give you my straightforward analysis on this stock to hopefully give you guys really good understanding of what's going on, and they can probably help you even take some action. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to this line. We're going to put a trend line there. All right. Then we're going to change the time frame to 180 day. When we get to the 180 day, you are going to see this trend line. You will notice today that we just got below that trend line. I'll show you what that looks like kind of on a 5-minute chart. Before we get to that point, the objective overnight almost seems as if overnight tomorrow morning, the market might try to swing down to this price before bouncing. So it's my belief that overnight, the market on FCEL is trying to sell down somewhere to 770 to 780 before trying a bigger bounce. And then if the bounce fails at this point, then we're really going to kind of fall right back down and into that trading range and below the breakout level. So you will notice that my white trend line lines up with all of the previous tops for the most part. So if we go across, you'll see my white trend line lines up with the breakout. So this market has just fallen through its first trend support today. So overnight, there's a good chance we're going to swing down to retest the breakout trend support. In the event we can successfully hold this, push back up through this trend and sustain, then we can start opening discussions for a bigger squeeze. So right now, it kind of seems that the market might trickle down overnight. So now let's look at, say, the 5-day, 15-minute chart here. So on the 5-day, 15-minute chart, you will see we spiked, got to that white trend line, which was resistance, hashtag breakout level. And then you see it squeeze all the way up to the next white trend line. We trade above it, fall down to it, back below it, up and over it. Today we swing to it, down, and then we're kind of below it. So if we can maintain below this trend tomorrow morning, all right, if the market continues to stay below that trend, that white line, we can trade up, we can do that. And if it fails to break over and hold, you will see sort of a wedge pennant thing and then snap down probably to this price and then a sustained bounce down here tomorrow. So right now, it's probably best to watch the markets on FCL for a slight pullback. But at the same time, do be mindful of exactly where your breakout level is going forward for the next couple days, right? Remember that this statistical trend line, that one right there, that is the price point you need this market to get back up and over to kind of go back on the long side. It's very possible you can see this market come up too just to retest it before rolling back down to it. So just because we go up doesn't mean we've crossed, and it doesn't mean that this trend has reversed. And so with that being said, we should be watching markets bearish overnight to about 770, 780 areas on FCEL. Now, you might be saying, well, should we buy it there? Probably not. I mean, you could probably do like a little intraday trade around there. But the reality of the situation is, if FCEL does not maintain 770, then this is going to turn into a bigger short play that probably tries to fill this gap down here. You see this gap there in the market? If we don't hold trend, see that? If the market on FCL comes down overnight and tomorrow we don't hold trend, like I said, at 770, 780s, and we snap through that support trend, we'll probably go down to the gap fill and then hit a price of 720. And that's all very possible to happen by tomorrow. So do be mindful of that. I would love to see FCL continue going up. I want to be on the long side of this, but for right now, we did break down trend. So I think we should at least just see if the market wants to retest support. We're not asking for a big breakdown. All we're saying is let's just see if the market wants to at least retest the support that it tried breaking out and did break out of. So we broke out. Let's just retest the support. no harm, no foul. Just give it a little tapper magoo. If you bought on the top, then you're like, this sucks. But really, all we're seeing in the market right now is completely normal market movement. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's your analysis on FCEL. Hope you guys tune in tomorrow morning on the live stream. Make sure to share the video, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, all the good stuff. And that being said, I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.